Let's go to a major Yahoo shareholder for reaction. Larry Haverty is a portfolio manager at Gamco. His firm has nearly 3 million shares of Yahoo, and he owns the stock personally. Larry comes to us now from Tampa, Florida. So first of all, Larry, how confident are you in Carol Bartz?
Not very confident, Emily. She's operating the company a little better. The display business is better. The big search deal that was going to be the big savior has run into serious roadblocks with Microsoft's technology. But all in all, the operating parts of the business are a little bit better. But that's really not the story. The story is where there hasn't been any improvement and the shareholders haven't benefited at all. Those are the private assets that are invisible. There's close to $10 billion of public company assets, $7.50 a share, and we think there's probably at least that much in terms of private assets, with the 40% ownership of Alibaba, which has Alipay and Taobao, which are growing like weeds in China. And there hasn't been any attempt whatsoever to try to put dollars in the pocket or focus the value of these assets for the shareholders. So if you believe the job of management is to maximize shareholder wealth, as I do, Carol and her crew are not doing a particularly good job of it. And they don't seem to have a lot of confidence either. In the quarter, they bought 8 million shares of stock, but the share count actually increased 7 million from the fourth quarter, according to my information. Now, the business, if you take the hidden assets out, is selling at 4 times pre-tax cash flow, which is about a 25% return. Yahoo's business is earning a 12% return on investment, according to the statistics they furnished with the quarter. So they're investing in the business heavily and not investing in the stock, and the return from buying the stock right now is twice that of the business. And as they say in the South, that dog doesn't hunt.
So, Larry, if you're not confident in Carol, I mean, why do you own so much of Yahoo?
Oh, we think the private market value of this company is probably a multiple of where the stock is selling. And it just, Emily, it just gets more and more valuable each day as China grows. We've had a couple of Chinese internet companies come public. They've gone to enormous values. When Taobao and Alipay go public, which I think they will, I think people are going to recognize what the values are here, and we think it's just a matter of time before either the board or someone causes a lot of disruption in this company. This is probably the best packet of value in the consumer sector that I know of.
All right, but Larry, you're a value investor, and you've got the great value phrases. Let me throw a Buffett quote at you, which is, it's better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price. It sounds like you think that this is a fair company, not a wonderful company. And obviously the stock hasn't moved because it sounds like you think it's worth more if you break it up.
Oh, I absolutely do. You have, Cory, the value of these consumer businesses, and I don't know what the users are, 363 million. It's a lot of users. They're worth something. The multiple the market puts on these businesses is roughly half of the next consumer company in my sort of over 100 consumer companies. So $1 of cash flow under Bartz, et cetera, is worth half in the market of what any other consumer company is worth. And,
right. But let me suggest that under Carol Bartz, and I like Carol Bartz as a person, but under Carol Bartz, that's not getting realized. I mean, it's how wonderful they've got the customers, but if they're not going to be able to turn that into cash flow, why would you want to own the stock?
Oh, they are turning it into cash flow. It's 4 times cash flow. I think I very easily can get 6 or 7 times cash flow. 7 times is a 14% return. Big companies can finance right now at 6 or 7%. You can drive a 747 through the spread, and perhaps we can have somebody who has a better relationship with Jack over at Alibaba, and maybe we unlock some of the value of Alibaba while we're doing this. But it's just an extraordinary collection of value, Cory. And the beautiful thing about it is that every month the value gets higher because the Chinese assets continue to grow. And it was fascinating as the call unraveled. almost as long as they spoke, the stock went down. I think people are tired of the rhetoric of management, and they know what these assets are, and they want some realization of the assets. They want a little shareholder wealth.
All right, Larry Haverty, thank you so much, Yahoo shareholder and portfolio manager, joining us from Florida.